What's up, guys? For the battles here, and today I'm going to talk to you about a fun pick for the Fusion Cup, and that is Alolan Sandslash. Now, we are going to have a couple uses for Alolan Sandslash, and one as an anti-flyer, Altaria, anti-grass, anti-charmer. There's just a lot of uses for this Pokemon. With the Bulldoze, the Ice Punch, the really spammy Ice Punch, you're definitely going to have some coverage moves against its own counters. Just a really fun Pokemon to use here. Alright, so we're just going to head over to PV Poke and take a look at our Alolan Sandslash. Now you're just going to go to the front page, go to Rankings, go on up and make sure you have it on the Fusion Cup. And then we're just going to go down and you can see Alolan Sandslash is right up near the top. This is a really good Pokemon in this meta. And so we're just going to take a look at it against the whole meta so we can get a look at its top counters. As you can see, we've got a pretty good, it's got a really good battle rating just against the meta in general. And then looking at its top counters, you're not going to see a few of these. You're not going to see like Pignite, Houndoom. You're just not going to see a ton of those. It does have to watch out for fire, being double weak to fire. Again, a lot of these top counters are just not common here. But some things you do have to worry about. You're going to see a lot of Alolan Marowak. You're going to see a lot of Heracross with that ice typing, ice and steel. It's going to go down to Heracross really fast. It goes down to Marowak really fast. It can get like a Bulldoze off. It has a little bit of an option. Same with a few of its other counters, like if it's going to go up against a Bronzong. If it can get a lucky Bulldoze off, it does okay. It actually does okay versus Probopass because the steel typing, the rock isn't going to be super effective. It's just neutral. It does lose to Probopass, but if it can get off a Bulldoze, I'm not sure. I have to look at the one shield again. It does okay with Probopass. But mostly what you're going to need to watch out for are going to be Alolan Marowak, Whiscash. Whiscash is very common here, and it goes down really hard to Whiscash. And then another thing to look out for, it's mostly here as like an Altaria counter, a flying counter. It can be used as an anti-charm. But if you don't have Gyro Ball, it's not a sure thing. It's like a bait dependent matchup with like say like an Alolan Ninetales. It's going to be bait dependent, and so and the most commonly used moves here are going to be Powder Snow, Ice Punch, and Bulldoze. If you want to play it a little bit off meta, go for the Gyro Ball. Some people won't be expecting that. It's going to one shot a lot of the fairy types because it's going to be super effective, whereas if you just go straight Bulldoze and they're blocked, you might not win that matchup with the Alolan Ninetales. Other matchups are a little bit IV dependent. Frostlass is one of them. And so it just depends on how you use your Alolan Sandslash in this. If you're going to use it as a pure anti-flyer, if you're going to use it as an anti-charmer, it's definitely a mon that I love it because it does have that Bulldoze for some nice coverage, and then the Ice Punch is very fast and spammy. So we're just going to take a look at a few battles with this guy, and I hope you enjoy them, and thanks for watching. Alright, so going into this first battle, Wigglytuff wins this battle. I am going to have to shield once. As long as I shield once and he stays in, I should be able to just charm down and then have a move waiting for the next Pokemon. I was just going for Ice Beam. I was going to see if I could get it off and then maybe get one of his shields. But once I saw I could just charm down, I'm just going to save it. I just threw the Dazzling Gleam here, and I'm not even sure if I think Play Rough is the most recommended move here. I don't have any TMs, but I think Dazzling Gleam does a little bit more for a little bit more energy, so if you could like get it off, it's not like terrible. So I went into the Magnet Zone, and then this is why I wanted Swap Advantage, because I was able to force him to switch out of my Marowak so I could get into this. I don't need to shield here on the Sandslash because it can take so much that it's actually like a farmable match without me having to shield. It's a little bit like Skarmory and like Venusaur. So I overfarmed a little bit so I could get that Ice Punch and then go into this Magnezone and have this Bulldoze waiting. And then because I have the Marowak in the back and a shield, I'll be able to just shield what he throws. And then I think I could just go for the Bone Clip here. I went for the Shadow Ball. It was a little bit risky. I think going for the Bone Clip there would have been fine. So that was game 1. We got to see how much Sandslash can take from Altaria. Just it's really special because of it's farmable matches here. So going into game 2, this isn't like great. This isn't great for Sandslash, and I don't want I don't want to have to use all my shields and then like not have it later for the Altaria. I am just going to go straight for the Bulldoze because either I'm going to take a lot of him out or I'm going to get a shield. So one or the other, and then I'm going to go straight into the Marowak. I was hoping he would just throw a move here before switching, and then I could get some energy, get some life off of it, and get a lot of his energy out. I went straight into the other Marowak, and I do shield here because I think I'm going to be able to reach the Shadow Ball. So I just go straight for that. And I'm actually, I'm in a good position here. I was able to take back the lead. So I'm going to go into this Pilot Swine, and then I won't be able to get a Shadow Ball. So I'm just going to go straight for the Bone Club just to use the little energy I have left. And then fortunately he threw his move here, so I didn't have to take it on the next Pokemon. So I'm going to go back into the Sandslash. And then Ice Punch will be enough here. It's not going to KO. It's going to be like really close. And then I'll actually get one more Powder Snow. So that allowed me to get just one extra towards the farm, towards this Bulldoze. And then he hits me with a Mirror Shot, which is a new move. And it's not going to do much to the Sandslash here. So I'm just going to go straight for the Bulldoze. So that was game 2. And I like Marowak here. It's a really nice, it's kind of, it makes a good safe swap. It's definitely not good for like a Whiscash. But I do like the energy game with the Marowak. So we're going to go into this next game, and then I've lost this lead, as we just saw in our last Timeless Cup. We saw a lot of this, and so I didn't want to use my shields and still lose, so I went into the Shift Tree just because he's such a good little energy gain Pokemon with that Snarl now. So I go straight for the Foul Play, and Foul Play actually does like a whole lot to Venusaur if it doesn't shield. And so I'm already pretty good up on energy, so I'm going to go ahead and shield this Frenzy Plant and then go for a Leaf Blade because I should be able to get 2 off before he gets another move, and it's just kind of surprising how well Shift Tree does with Venusaur. So I'm going to take this Venusaur out because he doesn't want to give Bull Shields. So it's going to let me go into the Celio. I do choose to shield because I have a Leaf Blade waiting. So I'll be able to get this Leaf Blade off, and then I'm going to go straight back into my Whiscash because I also have a Mud Bomb waiting. So that energy from the lead just staying in a second helped me, and then tanking that move, just switching out of the Body Slam. So I'm going to get another Mud Bomb off. And then it should do quite a bit to the Celio, and then if I can get one more off, I will be able to take it out. I will survive this Body Slam, and then I'm going to get my other Mud Bomb. And then I'm going to go right into the Sandslash. I didn't want to let him get any extra energy, so this is a good matchup for Sandslash in the no shields. And so as long as you just go straight for the Bulldoze, it's going to take a massive amount from this Probopass, and then you will be able to just finish off with an Ice Punch. And because it's got that neutral typing and that neutral damage from Rock Slide, instead of being super effective as just a pure Ice type, it allows it to survive it and then get off the Ice Punch. So that was another good game, just playing the energy game with a lot of these Pokemon. Alright, now for this game, I actually could have stayed instead of switched out. I decided to just switch out because I didn't want to give Bull Shields. I'll tell you I would have won that in the 2 shields. I do decide to switch out, and I go straight for the Blizzard on this Togekiss because I know it's gonna one-shot KO. And so I got a little lucky here. Whiscash wins with Quagsire in the 2 as well as Altaria, and so it was okay either way, but it would have been kind of dangerous later on for that Altaria to be without shields against the Quagsire. So I got kind of lucky. I went in against this Quagsire, and then I shielded once. I didn't shield the second one. It was a little bit dangerous on my part because now I'm faced with a bit of a problem. This Quagsire has 2 shields, and so I go back in with the Altaria, and then I try to tank a Stone Edge on this Sandslash, but he takes a little bit longer, so I'm figuring it's probably an Earthquake at this point. Now, because he sees my Altaria, he's seen it, and I only have 1 shield. It might have been a better option for him to just shield that Quagsire, because now I'm faced with an Altaria versus the Sandslash, and it's okay that I don't have shields, because he can basically just hit me. He can hit me with anything from the Altaria. I'll be able to get an Ice Punch, and then because I got a little bit of energy on that Altaria in the back, I'm gonna go back into it. I could just have stayed and got another Ice Punch, but I figure I might as well use that energy I had. And so that was kind of just a weird game, but it did show off Sandslash a little bit, just what it can tank. And so thanks, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'm definitely going to play around with Gyro Ball as well, because you'll be able to take out Altaria and Fairies pretty cleanly, but you do miss out on the coverage for some of its own counters. And so definitely an interesting Pokemon to try here. I hope you have all got some TMs, because I know I'm going to be flipping back and forth. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.